Hey everyone. Woo. Okay. This is my review for Interview with the Vampire. This is season 1, episode 4. Okay. We start off with Louis from last episode. He heard a voice and he met a girl in the fire. Lou takes the girl home. She's literally on the threat of death. She's breathing real hard. The smoke ventilation got to her. She's almost dying. Louis begs Lestat to save her. And Lestat basically is just like, so what is she going to be to us? Like a daughter? And Louis literally just says, I don't know. Lestat bites her and changes her into a vampire. Now, Claudia is the most adorable little vampire. She got that little country southern voice. She's adorable. But before that, we switch back to modern times. Daniel is the reporter, and he was in a room of archives, where she led him to the room, and the room was gorgeous. And in the middle of the archives is a large cherry blossom tree. Daniel starts reading through Claudia's journals. Basically, in this episode, we're going through Claudia's point of view, but we're also going through back and forth to Lou's point of view. Daniel reads each journal entry, and she goes on to say about how she thought she saw a black angel saved her. He was gorgeous, and a white angel, and they came to find they were both hell demons. Basically, Louis and Lestat starts to raise her, starts to take care of her, basically starts to have a family. Now, the part that cracks me up was they actually took this girl coffin shopping. Now, this part was funny to me because I could actually see a vampire going to a funeral home to pick out a casket. Which basically what she did, because originally she would sleep with Louis at night. She got herself a casket, and as time goes on, they start to grow as a family. Well, one night, the phone rang. Lou answered, and the mother passed away. Now, in the last episode, I was so engrossed with Lestat not being a hypocrite towards Louis that I forgot to state in episode 3 that Louis went to the house one night. This is the last episode. Louis went to the house and to drop off the twins' paper dolls. As he was walking up the driveway, the mom saw him. She told him that the birthday was in the afternoon. He can go because obviously he didn't tell them that he was a vampire. Now, mind you, he tries to walk in his house. Not his mom's house, his house. That's literally his house. He's paying the rent there for his mom. his sister and her husband. Now, why Grace's husband don't have a job, we don't know, or didn't take over, we don't know, for the payments, we don't know. It goes straight down to hell because Louis trying to walk in. Levi, the son-in-law, is trying to be the middleman, but he has no say at all because number one, sir, you don't have a house of your own. Why you don't have a house of your own? Why you're not doing anything? We don't know. Why you don't have a house for your wife and kids? That's what I want to know. Lou got angry and kicked the door down. Scared the kids. Grace got angry and told him to get out. They go to the funeral. We're back in a couple years when the mother died. Claudia, Lestat, and Lou go to pay their respects. Claudia looks down at the wake and said that the mother looked peaceful. She really did look peaceful. Grace asked who she was, and she said that I'm your... Not really, but she said, I just came with my Uncle Lestat and Daddy Lou. And Lou basically introduced her as, you know, this is your aunt and uncle. Basically, this is your niece. Grace started to get all up in her feelings because she basically said, do you think you two, basically them being gay, has every right to raise a child? Lou basically dismissed her. Grace says she wants the house. Lou gets angry about that, and I don't blame her. You had a funeral. You don't talk about this stuff. But Grace is thinking, you know, I'm not going to see you again, and this is the only time we're going to talk, so I want the house. Lou said, okay. You get the house, I send you the paperwork, you have it. That's it. Time goes on, and Claudia is starting to set in her vampire ways. Lestat is trying to grow into the whole role of being a parent, which ain't working out too good for him. But he's trying. I'll give him that. But Louis and Claudia are very close to each other. Claudia gets tired of dressing up like a little girl, so she goes out and she meets a guy named Charles. Her and Charles go on a date and start getting it on, and she accidentally bit him and kills him. Lestat takes the body and, you know, burns it. Claudia is devastated because she didn't think her instincts would kick in like that. She didn't think it would kick in like that. And she's hurt. I mean, she's really hurt because she actually was in love with him. Louis is hurt along with her because in a way he feels that it's his fault. And he, you know, gets angry at Lestat because, you know, he's literally just like, you know, that's her, first love. I mean, and he's gone. We found out through Claudia's backstory that her family isn't no better than literally her adopted family. We found out later on that her mother died in childbirth. Her dad didn't want nothing to do with her, so she gives her to his sister, which is her aunt. Her aunt beats her practically every day. So in a way, in my opinion, she's better off with Lestat and Lou, in all honesty. I mean, their relationship is off the rocks anyway, but after what all she's been through, she's better off with Lou and Lestat. We come to the end. Claudia's depressed, and she goes to I call it the sunroom, and she opens up the little sunlight thing, and she sticks her hand out, and in a way it's a form of, slitting your wrist, basically. And then that's the end of it. This episode was good, fairly good, and I like the fact that it shows through Claudia's point of view. That's pretty much all I have for this episode. Thank you guys so much. I will see you guys in the next video. Talk to you guys later. Thanks and bye-bye.